So I'm not sure how long it would have seemed that the last episode took to record, but or if I even mentioned it in the post-recording for the last episode, since I haven't done that yet. Yeah, that took about 3 hours and 20 minutes in total. Hopefully we don't have another long episode like that again, and yeah, as you can kind of see, we're not going to be progressing story just yet. Only because I don't really want to do the hideout things right now. Seeing as it's pretty much a bunch of trainers that we can't really skip, and like, it will be really battle heavy. Okay, so instead, I'm just going to be doing all 3 battle tents and maybe even the contest hall. So I don't know why, but apparently I thought this was a contest hall. Just why I didn't do it until recently, or until now even. But there's 3 battle tents, so let's go ahead and do this. Battle challenge. Oh, is this like the battle tower where you select Pokemon and then you can switch them? Because I really like this. In fact, I might. Okay, Kecleon. Okay. Okay, cool. We can do this. Okay. Originally, Silver Powder. It has that. Okay, Fury Cutter, Double Team. Feint Attack. Is the thing that they only have like 1 attacking move? Oh, like at least 1 attacking move. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be. I'll take the Electric. Okay, I'll also take this. Dustox or Spindle? We can get rid of the Spindle. It's not that big a deal. So I don't think I even mentioned this either, but my earphones broke, or headphones broke, and I'm having to use earphones. And apparently, the way that I have my setup, my earphones don't work. As in, I'm not recording, or I can't hear my game audio. So, hopefully that it just records audio. I did do like a little snippet where it did record audio. Okay. It's a berry. I guess it's just berry. That is not a problem. So hopefully there's 3 battles on each. Right? Okay, we need to switch. Because I'm fairly sure that Barboach is the only water ground type that starts off as a water ground type. Which is weird. Because it's literally the only one. Okay. Ooh. Depending on what it has, I can put it to sleep. it's not the strongest out there. You know what? Also, depending on how this episode and the next episode goes, I think I might decide on whether or not I want to do the whole Battle Frontier. Maybe I might do the silver ranks, since it's the easiest. And the requirements are like half of what the gold ranks are. Maybe I might do that, yeah. And then, well, yeah, I can easily do the silver ranks with my own team. Gold ranks is what you need, like a battle ready team to have. Oh, that was round 1 done. And also, apparently people speak in all caps. Okay, yes. Do we have to switch Pokemon? Okay. Actually, surprisingly, Ninjaska is the weakest link. Okay. Oh, right. You can choose, or you can see the summary for your Pokemon, but you can't see the summary of your other Pokemon, so you have to, like, focus on what they had. You know, I will cancel. Because nothing popped out at me. Maybe at the very least the Bioma did. But it wasn't too interesting. Also, I'm not entirely sure what these give us. Oh, yeah. What these give us, because no, like, even Bulbapedia didn't tell me what they had. Which is surprising, because Bulbapedia is like the place to go for everything Pokemon. Right, I didn't even see what how Pokemon have. Summary. Silvpowder, just about okay, right. It's the good old Resto Chesto. That's special defense. That shouldn't matter. Let's see how much this does. So you know what? I can never really remember what level Voltorb evolves at. I think that did a shit ton. For whatever reason, I think it's 40. Although that's probably because, like, one of the first Voltorbs I used was at level, I called it at level 40. And then, and then I just didn't fact check it. Just like, oh, level 40. Good. Easy. Done. But no, I think it evolved to level 30. Yeah. Although, we can switch into this and use a Thunder Wave. I wonder if this gives us battle points. Wait, don't you need a card? I think you need a separate card for battle points. Unlike in future games where it's your battle points are tallied in your just trainer ID. Which is weird. Somewhat. Okay. That is weird. Very weird. Very weird. So it would have been amazing if we could have gotten Swablu to evolve for this episode, since I think one of the matches is... No, one of the matches coming up is like, you can't choose your Pokemon to move. So what do you do? So what if this is 7? I'm not sure. Okay, so we don't have anything for this. So oh wow. Let's just draw it away. Let's see what else it has. Okay, cool, this is what we want. A water type. And it didn't go. Nice. Okay, that is amazing. This electric don't move, man. Jesus Christ. Although electric is pretty good. Does it rock resist electric? Let's find out. Yeah, it's neutral. Okay. And I'm fairly sure that rock doesn't resist dark. It does not. So I really want to point out Solrock's dream art or dream world art. It just looks super pissed off. And because the dream world was a dream world Pokemon name, we have like one sprite and or like one artwork. Like I think there's a text that says so and so looks happy, and because you just have a fucking pissed off motherfucker, even if it is happy, it's still pissed off. Okay, can I like this? Yes. Good. If I knew what this thing had, I would have used it in a heartbeat. Maybe replaced it with thingy thing. Oh, Ninkata. It has tackle. I wouldn't be surprised if it only had tackle. Oh, and Mega Drain. Okay. Tackle, Mega Drain, and Absorb. What? What type of moveset is that? Actually, oh, it's 3 straight matches. Okay, cool. That is good. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's not so bad. Okay, it doesn't actually tell us what we can win. Okay, get where the next battle tent is. Alright, it's in Venturf Town. Right. Nice. Ah. Just accidentally pulled down on my even chord. It's kind of illogical that I even have them in. Okay, we did just get a TM for talking to people in here. Oh, this is the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Pokemon team. Attract, okay, cool. I don't want to see something attract. They'll protect themselves. No, we don't need that shit. Okay, I'm going to do a reset just to see what happens. Okay, and the last second did have audio, so I think we're good. Okay, battle tent. Yep, it is a test of trust. I'm thinking. I want to go to the Pokemon that have evolved, at the very least. And maybe Rhyhorn. Oh, which one do you want to do first? Enter, and that is good. So I think, yeah, now we're talking about or now we're doing like battles. I think the first ever online battle I did in X and Y, which is a long time ago. I actually thought that the 3 Pokemon limit applied to just general online battles, so I selected 3 Pokemon, and I found out the hard way that you don't. Well, you can choose a 4 team of 6. I was pretty bad on, though I think I actually ended up winning, surprisingly. Although I think that might have just been because I did use a Black Kyurem. It's like, okay, whatever. Let's use the Black Kyurem. Wait, what electric type move do we have on Weezing? No, it's Thunderbolt, right? Yeah, Thunderbolt. If Weezing would use Thunderbolt, that would be amazing. Thank you. Also, I don't think I actually mentioned this ever in the series so far. But I think I might have mentioned part of it, which might have been that Emerald was going to be my first Let's Play on my main channel, which like predated. I want to say, yeah, I think it predated GTA or San Andreas by like 2 to 4 months. Which, like, that time span, it's like, what the fuck? But I know, I think back in 2012, 13, I was this close to recording a Minecraft, or like an episode of Minecraft, well, an episode for a Minecraft series. So, if I started my channel back in 2013, I probably would have been a Minecraft YouTuber. But thankfully, I was too fucking nervous to press record. In fact, I actually did end up recording that first Emerald Let's Play episode only because, like, the only reason I didn't continue was because there was a problem with my emulator where it wouldn't say, or it didn't save, and it was, I would say, Visual Boy. Yeah, Visual Boy. The Visual Boy doesn't work like OpenEMU, where it just stops, or the emulation stops and just picks up again. You have to save. Man, my Weezing really likes using fucking smokescreen. Although hopefully it realizes that it has a move that goes past it. Oh, nice. Also, now that more information of Pokemon Let's Go was announced, the moves, or I guess Pikachu's and Eevee's new signature moves were announced, and yeah, I'm not too keen on the move names, but from what they or from the moves in general, what they do, it kinda seems good. It just depends on how strong they are, and it doesn't really seem like they're too strong. Because one of the moves, Sizzle Slide I think it is a 100% chance to burn. And the only move that has a 100%, the only move that has a 100% chance to inflict damage is Nuzzle, and that's only 20 to 40. So I don't think those moves will be too strong. And also, apparently, there's also buddy powers, which are, or partner powers, which is pretty much Z moves, but they also work like fucking return. It's like, okay, I'll be down for like return, but with different types. But no. It's like, you have an Eevee based one and it's normal, and you have a Pikachu one based and it's fucking electric. What? And also, do the Pikachu and Eevee signature moves go on to base Eevee? Because the what was it? At the very least, the partner or your starter Pikachu and Eevee have those moves, which I can understand they're giving, or them giving, a water type, electric type, and a fire type move to that Eevee, seeing as it can't evolve. So that's a little bit of a good. But if base Eevee can get it, then you might encounter like a Jolteon with a water type move. Again, we don't know the power, and we don't know if more than one Star Eevee gets it. Okay, good. Just smoke screen it up. Nice. Okay. Nice. So apparently they are bringing back the game corner, but it's not a casino. It's a game arcade. Okay. You didn't think of that before? So now that they've made it a game arcade, do you think they could squeeze it back in? Because like having a kind of almost guaranteed way to easily get Pokemon or Mews would be amazing. Although I can see why they won't do it, only because TMs are full. No, TMs basically they'll pretty much HMs now, so who guess? Okay. Wheezing. Doing damage. And smoke screen. Nice. Oh yeah, this is a little bit weird, but I'm gonna say people on Facebook are just What the fuck? So stupid. It's like Facebook is a place where your IQ or like your smartness just decreases by half. It's like, what the fuck? Because I saw on my feed that someone made a mod for the Switch which allowed it to play GameCube games. I think the entire library of GameCube games, and one of the comments, like one of the top comments, I guess even one of the most recent comments was someone angry at the fact that someone modded or like a Switch could play GameCube games. It's like, I'm not paying this expensive price just to be able to play old games. Like, what the fuck? Maybe it was even what the fuck Nintendo, but buddy. One, I don't see a problem with being able to play old games. It's like you don't even have the urge to replay old games. It's like, what? Okay. Not to mention, you don't have to do those, or you don't have to do that. And two, or three, it's a fucking mod, as in, it's completely optional. So that's my faith in Facebook land just dead. Okay. Do the big damage. Okay. Right. Right, I forgot it had secret power. Nice. No, that's not doing shit. Let me guess, rest. Okay, Weezing, please use an attacking move. Thank you. That was the first Pokemon, by the way. Guess you really wanted to paralyze it. What? So because I was editing the episode where I battled the psychic toddlers in Pokemon Ruby versus one of the times, or like one of the battles, I not only sent in Gloom because it was like the only Pokemon I had, but I used Sludge Bomb. I don't even know why. Maybe I tried to poison it. It's like, I could poison this, and that would be great. But I don't know. That's not what you do. Right, this has levitate. So even if I do have... Yeah, this thing is paralyzed though. And hopefully it doesn't have any recovery moves. Okay. I'm gonna risk it and use Breloom. That seemed apt. Oh, that seems apt. Duh. Wow, really? Nice. You know what? Even if I do lose one of these on screen, I think I might do it off screen again just to see what we got. Because, not too fast on this whole thing. Or like doing it multiple times. And also because next episode we'll be doing the contest hall. I'm not entirely sure if I want to raise up my Pokemon's contest stats with blocks, because that might take a little bit too long to do just for just a one-off. Not to mention, like, it might not even be that great. Okay. What is it? Okay, cool. And not to mention, I think up until the final few ranks of contest hall, you can just choose it by having max contest stats. That's it. Wait, why am I going to heal? We don't need to heal. Actually, let's see. Let's see. Okay, what thing would be amazing to do? Okay. So I want to go with the Pokemon that has the most things. Okay. Wait. Okay. We'll finally decide on the next episodes, but then, until then, but before then, we need to do this, and we'll do this in the next episode. Peace.